Hello there everyone, and we thank you for joining us. Today is Friday, October 26th, 2012. We're going to be talking all about Hurricane Sandy. First thing I want to mention though, in the event that we lose power here in the Matt's Weather studio as we get closer to this storm, I will be keeping my Twitter and Facebook pages up to date because obviously, via my cell phone, because obviously in the event of a power outage I won't be able to bring you updates in the traditional way that I do via videos. So if you're not following me on Twitter already, you can follow me at Matt's Weather CT. Again, my Twitter page is Matt's Weather CT. And obviously, if you're friends with me on Facebook, I'll be keeping my Facebook up to date via my cell phone as well in the event of a power outage. Okay, now let's get right to it. Let's talk all about the latest Hurricane Sandy. This weekend, we have time to prepare for Hurricane Hurricane Sandy, excuse me. Saturday, which is tomorrow, will be a quiet day. Despite partly to mostly cloudy skies, it'll be relatively mild with highs in the mid-60s. It'll feel a bit humid too, and winds will be light. It'll be a good day to clean out the gutters, secure loose objects in the yard, and run errands. Although showers will arrive on Sunday, we will still be able to get a lot of outdoor and indoor tasks completed. Weather conditions will deteriorate on Monday as Sandy moves closer to Connecticut. We can expect periods of rain with heavier downpours from time to time. Winds will ramp up throughout the day. The brunt of the storm will probably be felt Monday night into Tuesday morning. At this point, we have to be prepared for 50 to 70 mile-an-hour winds and at least, I repeat, at least 3 to 6 inches of rain, because we could get more than that. Significant power outages are possible in addition to stream, river, and basement flooding. Another big threat is devastating coastal flooding, since the arrival of Sandy will coincide the full Hunter's moon. Of course, how bad it gets will depend on the exact track of Sandy. The computer guidance models still differ when it comes to where Sandy will make landfall, but it should be somewhere between southern New England to the coast of Maryland and Delaware. The ingredients that are coming into place are very unique. Jet stream energy is crossing the United States, and it will carve out a deep trough in the eastern United States. The trough will swing around and become negatively tilted. This will develop in a closed upper level low, which will capture Sandy and drop back to the west toward the coast. Sandy will eventually move over cooler water and once it moves into higher latitudes. However, it could actually intensify due to the strength of the jet stream energy aloft, in addition to thermal contrast across the expanse of the storm. Thus, we can't rule out tropical storm force or even hurricane force winds in Connecticut. This will be a long duration event. Okay, this event will go on for several days, this weather event. While conditions may gradually improve, Tuesday we may still have to deal with some lingering rain throughout midweek. Lingering, very heavy rain throughout midweek. It remains to be seen how Halloween will be impacted. At least we should catch a substantial break by the very end of next week. So obviously the scenario is really not looking good at this point. We are definitely going to be affected in some way by Hurricane Sandy. We're just still not 100% sure exactly where it's going to make landfall, whether it's going to be a little bit further down south or a little bit closer to home, New York City, maybe even in Connecticut. So that we don't know for sure yet, but either way, shape, or form, we will definitely be impacted by the storm in some way, or shape or form this weekend, and early next week. Okay, and now something I want to go over. I want to go over the difference between tropical storm watch, tropical storm warning, hurricane watch, and a hurricane warning. These are weather alerts. We talk about weather alerts a lot on Matt's Weather, but I want to make sure you understand these four weather alerts in time for this storm, because these will likely be weather alerts that will be put into effect with this storm. So I want to make sure you understand the difference between all four. Tropical Storm Watch is an announcement that tropical storm conditions, which would be sustained winds of 39 to 73 miles an hour, are possible within the specified coastal area within 48 hours. Tropical Storm Warning is an announcement that tropical storm conditions, which are sustained winds of 39 to 73 miles an hour, are expected somewhere within the specified coastal area within 36 hours. So Tropical Storm Watch means conditions are possible. Okay, Tropical Storm Warning means the conditions are expected. It means the storm is coming, and it's a much smaller time frame. So Tropical Storm Watch is a much broader area, much larger time frame. Tropical Storm Warning means storm is coming. It's a much smaller area, much smaller time frame. Hurricane Watch is an announcement that hurricane conditions of sustained winds of 74 miles an hour or higher are possible within the specified coastal area. Because hurricane preparedness activities become difficult once winds reach tropical storm levels, the hurricane watch is issued 48 hours in advance of the anticipated onset of tropical storm force winds. Hurricane warning. An announcement that hurricane conditions are expected somewhere within the specified coastal area. The hurricane warning is issued 36 hours in advance of the anticipated onset of storm force winds. So, really the difference between tropical storm watch and tropical storm warning is the same difference between a hurricane watch and a hurricane warning. The tropical storm hurricane watch, much broader area, much broader time frame. The hurricane warning means hurricanes basically coming, and it's a much smaller area, much smaller time frame. So that's really what the difference between all four of those different weather alerts means. Okay, now I want to go over what you should be doing to prepare for this storm now. The American Red Cross has a checklist to help people prepare for Sandy's potential landfall next week. Okay, so these are a bunch of things that you should have to be prepared for this storm. A portable kit stored in a sturdy, easy-to-carry, water-resistant container should have enough supplies for 3 days. Check your kit and replace perishable stock every 6 months. Whether you purchase a kit or choose to build your own, your 3-day kit should include water, 1 gallon per person per day. Food, non-perishable, easy-to-prepare items such as tuna fish, peanut butter, crackers, and canned fruit. And remember to include a manual can opener, as many non-perishable items are stored in cans. A battery-powered or hand-crank radio, flashlight, and plenty of extra batteries. A first aid kit. A first aid kit is very important in this type of scenario. Prescription and non-prescription medication items. Include medical supplies like hearing aid batteries, syringes, etc. based on your own personal needs. Copies of important documents including birth certificates, insurance policies, and social security cards. It's good that you have all those things kind of in one place, so in the event that you need them or you need to leave your home for any reason, if you're right on the coast, you have all those things and you can just grab them and go. That's more so if you're on the shoreline, though, I think, with this particular storm. Sanitation and personal hygiene items. Extra cash. ATMs and credit cards won't work if the power is out. That's a very important one. Obviously, ATMs and credit cards have no value if the power is out. So make sure ahead of this storm you take out a little extra cash out of the bank just so you have it, just in case of emergency, just in case you need it. Special items for infant, elderly, or disabled family members. Obviously, you know your family. If there's anything special that they need during the storm, make sure you have it ready to go before the storm. 1 blanket or sleeping bag per person. Pet supplies, collar, leash, ID, food, carrier, and bowls. So really that's everything that you should kind of have ahead of this storm. That's everything you should have to be prepared for this storm. Obviously, this is really for the worst case scenario, but it's better to be over prepared than under prepared for things like this. That'll be it. That's your Hurricane Sandy update for right now. I will be doing video updates all through the day tomorrow on Saturday as we get even more information on Hurricane Sandy as we get much closer to when the storm's going to affect us. And I will be doing video updates as long as I have power in the Matt's Weather Studio. And again, I will be doing several video updates throughout the day tomorrow on Saturday. So that'll be it for now. If you have any questions or anything at all about anything, please don't hesitate to email me, mattsweather1, the number 1, at AOL.com, or any other way that you know to get in touch with me. That'll be it for now.